It's James Banks here for Dignitas Esports, and we're here at the ESET UK Masters. I'm joined by now part of Dignitas Ourk. We were talking about you joining Dignitas last I-Series, you were doing the game research, and now you've done it. So let's start with that. How is that for you? Are you enjoying being a member of Team Dignitas?
Yeah, it's been very good. I mean, it's my first proper professional team. They compete in pretty much every game at a top level, so I'm just really happy that I can be part of it.
Now, do you find there's some added pressure now you're here and part of Team Dignitas when you come to events like this?
Yeah, I feel like I need to obviously represent my team. I mean, they picked me up because they thought I could show good results, so I need to show good results at this tournament.
Now, Heart of the Swarms, obviously, it's only been out a couple of weeks now. It's under massive scrutiny for balance and stuff right now. How are you finding it, and is there anything that you thinking needs tweaking quite dramatically?
To be honest, I'm not finding it really that hard. It's pretty much just similar, the same. I think people need to work out more of the strategy instead of just calling things imbalanced. It's only been released 2 weeks. Not everything's been figured out. So just like when Protoss was considered imbalance in Wings of Liberty, and Stefano was just beating everybody, even though no one else could beat Protoss. It's just about figuring out the matchup and just figuring out how to play.
So like Polt said before, I think it was MLG, he said like people need a couple of more weeks to figure out the metagame. So you're agreeing with that?
Yeah, I do, for sure.
Now, you used to play all 3 races. Is that something you've continued on in Heart of the Swarm?
No, I haven't. I've stuck with Protoss since I've been with Dignitas, so I just carried on playing them. I'm enjoying them in HOTS. They got like the mother core is really nice. It's got good, nice abilities.
Cool. Now, you're very close friends, someone you practice with a lot, regardless of what team you've been on. Johnny Rico, he's left Dignitas now. Has that kind of been a demotivator in any way, or are you just kind of just taking the professional level and just focusing on your own game?
Well, I was friends with Johnny before I joined Dignitas, really good friends. Actually, we used to practice loads, so it hasn't affected it at all. We're still really good friends, we still practice loads, and my motivation's still as high as it's ever been, so no, it hasn't.
Now, I would definitely say in the UK scene, you're probably one of the most motivated players. You've always been striving for success. I remember at WCS I was talking to you and you were wanting to lock yourself into gamer base just so you could practice enough to go forward for the next day onto the finals. What keeps you so motivated, and what advice can you give to other players who are aspiring to be in your position that you're in now?
I think I just want to get into like the finals of a tournament and be on stage in front of like an audience, and I to just have the feeling, you know, that I can win money, I can, you know, like people cheering me and that lot, and this is really like, it just makes you feel really good when you get in that position. And for any tips for people who are trying to get better, just keep on practicing, like just practice the same build over and over and over again until you get it perfect. I mean, that's what the Koreans do, and look how good they are.
No, yeah, very good advice, and that's definitely the route they follow on their strats and their mad practice hours. Now, what's the average practice day for you like now? Has it changed since you've joined Team Dignitas?
Nah, as I still practice loads. I still, you know, try to fit in as much games as I can a day, and yeah, I mean, I'm starting going to the gym like more now and that lot, so that's taking up some of my time. But if anything, it's motivating me more to play StarCraft.
Well, I'm definitely a believer in if your fitness is also good, you're going to play mentally better and help you all round. So it's good to hear you're doing that as well, man. Well, you've just passed your first group stages, very convincingly. You're top of the group. Wasn't too hard, I'm guessing. Now, the next group, we don't know who you're going to play yet, but who other than the Koreans would you definitely not like to face?
Anybody who's a really good player, Bling, Johnny, TLO, any of them. If I can miss them, then it'd be great. But I'm gonna have to play them some point. Probably a Zerg or a Terran. I'd like to play. Don't really want to play PvP as I'm not very good in the matchup. But yeah, I mean, TLO I don't mind. Johnny I don't mind. Even though they're insanely good, I can still, you know, hold my own and have really good games versus them.
Now, any streaming and stuff you're doing that you want to promote now before we come to the end of this? Streaming, Twitters, things like that.
I'll be streaming more. I used to stream a bit in the past, but I'll be streaming more now. My Twitch is Dignitas Ourk, and that's pretty much it.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much for your time again, Ourk. It's always a pleasure to interview. Hopefully I'll catch you as you go further on in the tournament, and good luck for the rest of it.
Okay, thank you very much.
It's been James Banks here for Dignitas Esports. We're here at the ESET UK Masters, and we will be back with some more great coverage of the StarCraft 2 event, bring you more interviews like this, and check out the rest of our coverage at d-esports.com.